And I thought there's got to be a way that I could show how DLC is negative to gamers that ultimately like to support it. Now, granted, this video series isn't 100%. I'm not saying that, oh, this is the 100%, you know, this is going to blow people's fucking minds and just show them that just how bullshit it is. I mean, granted, that's what I hope it would do, but we'll ultimately see. So basically the premise is this: what if we took a season pass, such as Mortal Kombat X Season Pass, and we compared it to an expansion pack of equal price? So, for example, Skyrim's Dragonborn, which was $30, and it gave you 30 hours of gameplay. What if I could physically show people, hey, this is what this price is, this is what this price is, this is what you get for your money. Do you see how this MKX Season Pass is less of a value? And you're basically wasting your money. Because another aspect to think of it is $30 is half the price that you paid for the game, and you're getting 4 characters and 15 alternate costumes. Yeah. But it goes even deeper than that. I then sat there and I thought, well, what if I did this for franchises? Imagine the first Call of Duty game that was released with DLC, and let's compare that to the newest Call of Duty game and its DLC. Has it gotten worse? Has the prices gotten more ridiculous? Do you get where this video series is going? That's right. And the first one I decided to do, because it was such a controversial topic when I was creating my videos, Mortal Kombat versus Mortal Kombat X DLC. So you can see the information to the right of me, which would be your left as you're looking at your TV, your monitor, or whatever the fuck you're watching this video on. We're not really going to compare the season passes, because basically you get 10 more alternate costumes in the MKX season pass as opposed to the Mortal Kombat 9, which is another name for it on the internet. I know it's not called Mortal Kombat 9, but I'm sure you get the reference. So, obviously that. But let's compare the characters. So, Mortal Kombat 9, you had to pay for 2 staple Mortal Kombat characters, and then you had to pay for a brand new Mortal Kombat character, and then you had to pay for Freddy, a non-Mortal Kombat character. We jump to Mortal Kombat X. You have to pay for 2 non-Mortal Kombat characters, 2 Mortal Kombat characters, and yes, if you did not pre-order it, you have to pay for a 3rd Mortal Kombat character, Goro, with and of itself. We go over to Mortal Kombat 9 and we look at alternate costumes, skins, that kind of thing. Classic skin packs 1, and then we have the compatibility packs 1 through 4, which were updates, but they also came with other characters, classic skin for said characters. We go over to Mortal MKX's skins. We got the Horror Pack, the Samurai Pack, the Brazil Pack, the Cold War Scorpion. We have the Classic Pack 1. We also have the Blue Steel Sub-Zero and the Cold War Pack. So, right off the bat, we can see just how ridiculous the DLC is. It definitely got worse from the previous MK game. Number 1, they introduced another character. So instead of 4 characters, it's 5 characters. The alternate costumes and skins definitely jumped up massively from Mortal Kombat 9 as opposed to Mortal Kombat X. Online pass for Mortal Kombat 9, $9.99. It was actually referred to as the Combat Pass at the time. No Combat Pass for MKX. So that is a good thing, at least in that one department. Microtransactions. No microtransactions for Mortal Kombat 9. But we do have microtransactions for MKX. Now, some people will sit here and they will not necessarily defend, but they will shrug these microtransactions off their shoulders. If it doesn't affect them, they don't care about it. Same with all the alternate costumes. People will shrug it off. These are the kind of people that they'll complain about, for example, the characters, but they don't have a problem with alternate costume because it doesn't add anything special to the game. It doesn't give players an advantage or anything of that nature. Same with the microtransaction. It's not giving them an advantage in the game, specifically online, and they don't really care about it. But I'm going to tell you the problem with using that excuse. And it's clearly what we see here. Shit rolls downhill. People supported the DLC for Mortal Kombat. How did the DLC get worse in the next game, Mortal Kombat X? Well, they, instead of 4 characters, it's now 5 characters. One of the characters was a pre-order character, but if you didn't pre-order the game, you gotta buy the character. The alternate costumes massively jumped up. They probably got the worst from the DLC with and of itself, because that's a huge jump. There are so many different costume packs, and they're probably not even done with those, because I mean, we got the classic skin pack 1 for MKX, so is there going to be a number 2, is there going to be a number 3, so on and such forth. So it just goes to show you that shit rolls downhill. So even if you're going to sit there and use the excuse the microtransactions don't affect you, alternate costumes don't affect you, remember this one simple truth. Everyone that wasn't complaining about people supporting the DLC, let me rephrase that. People that weren't voicing their thoughts and concerns about the DLC, people supporting DLC for Mortal Kombat 9, ultimately found out how shit rolls downhill when it became worse in Mortal Kombat X. This is no different than the microtransactions in Mortal Kombat X. If you're just going to shrug them off your shoulders, then when the next Mortal Kombat game comes out and the microtransactions are far worse, and there's actually something in it that you're not going to like, well, then you don't get the right to complain about it, because you didn't voice your thoughts and concerns about it when it didn't affect you. And this is the mentality gamers need to stop going about in gaming. All right? Whether it doesn't matter what platform we're dealing with. It doesn't matter what genre of game we're dealing with. It doesn't matter if it is a developer that you don't even like. You need to remember as a gamer to voice your thoughts and concerns, because shit rolls downhill. People supported Online Pass. Electronic Arts was the company that started it. And because people supported it, shit rolled downhill. And other developers started to pick it up. And it's kind of ironic. The people that didn't voice their thoughts and concerns about it then were sure complaining about it later when other developers started to use the same thing. Because that was another $10, not only outside of the context of the game you were playing, but another $10 for maybe another franchise that you like to play that had Online Pass. So just remember the Online Pass scenario. Microtransactions and these alternate costumes and skins work the same way. Just because it doesn't directly affect you or give the player an advantage does not mean you shouldn't be standing with gamers and voicing your thoughts and concerns about it. Because at the end of the day, shit rolls downhill. And the proof is right here. I mean, Mortal Kombat 9 DLC compared to Mortal Kombat X DLC. It's fucking ridiculous. Not to mention that now there's the introduction of microtransactions. Even if you consider them to be completely pointless and they don't affect you, just remember, shit rolls downhill. It's only going to be a matter of time before the next Mortal Kombat game comes out with microtransactions that you're not going to like. And then it's going to affect you. And then all of a sudden you're going to want to voice your thoughts and concerns about it when you didn't do it the first time they appeared, because you were the one making excuses and validating the shit. Now, ironically, when we compare these two video games and the DLC, we can see just how bad DLC evolved from Mortal Kombat 9 and got a lot worse in Mortal Kombat X. It almost makes me think that Ed Boon doesn't really care about his franchise anymore. As long as his franchise is making him some royalties, he could care less what the developers and the publishers do with it. So think about that. Stop defending DLC for any game. Stop defending the DLC for Mortal Kombat X. Stop defending Ed Boon when he praises it. Stop defending Ed Boon when he trolls people about DLC that's going to be released for the game. Stop defending it. Because you have to ask yourself, are you going to continue to be a part of the problem? Or are you going to start being part of the solution? Because we've already seen in the history of gaming that if gamers honestly unite, developers, manufacturers of consoles, and publishers of video games will listen. We just got to pull our head out of our asses and actually speak up. So yes, in this first DLC versus DLC, who gets the DLC bullshit award? Obviously, Mortal Kombat X. Because holy shit, it definitely got fucking worse. Holy fucking A, it got way worse. Fucking crazy. Up the ass. Alright, Ed Boon. If Ed Boon is fucking you right now with an iron fist, not even made of gold, it's made of iron with like copper spikes that aren't even polished and shine, so it looks like a piece of shit, and he's just ramming you fucking with it, alright? And some of you, unfortunately, don't really care that he's doing that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this new video segment. I hope you'll be looking forward to more videos in this particular segment as well. And remember, gamers, if you're not voicing your thoughts and concerns about the bullshit of DLC, and you're not voicing your thoughts and concerns about people that are going to make minor excuses to validate microtransactions and alternate costume because it doesn't affect them or it doesn't affect them online, then you just might be a part of the motherfucking problem.